whatever, New Year sale and all that. So whenever whenever you want to launch your site, whenever you want to become famous, first of all, you directly cannot get the organic reach, because the reason is, so we will first see what makes them get here. Okay, what should you do to get here? So the first thing is, you need to understand something. Let us say there is a user. Okay, you want him to buy your product, and you're a small business, you're a small store, and you sell headphones. Okay, and you want to sell online, correct? So let us say there are two modes here. One is offline mode, means there is a shop at the end of your street or in your line, and there is an online mode. If you compare these two, there is a resemblance here. To increase sales to your business, to increase the sales, first of all, this person needs to get to know that you're existing. Means you're there, you're a business, and you sell headphones. That is the first thing that a user needs to understand, right? Correct. So your shop name is XYZ headphones, let's say. So first of all, you need to know, he needs to know you're existing. Means, how do you let him know that you're existing? By creating awareness. This is also called brand awareness. So to create this awareness, what do you do? Obviously, the immediate response that you may give is marketing. Okay, you do marketing. For marketing, what do? You launch some offers, right? You put some banners, which some colorful banners and all that to attract. And likewise, you do a lot of different things. And one more thing is that if you bring more number of people, whether they buy or not, that's a different case. Okay, buying and selling, that is the next thing. Okay, we're not going there. If there are more number of people coming to your shop, then what will happen? It will increase the mouth talk within your street or within your area where you are living in. Then somehow or the other you will get to know, and you will start going to this shop. Whether you buy or not, that's a different thing. At least you will get aware of it. So there is some channel of communication, if you observe. So in offline mode, it is thin air. It is just air. That's it. Through that air, people look at the hoardings. They listen about you and all that. So there is a medium, and that medium is natural because it is totally offline. Someone talking about that offers and all, and even if your friend bought one headphones or one mobile phone from there, and if you liked it, you definitely go to that shop and buy another one. But when it comes to online, and especially for e-commerce, I'm particularly talking about e-commerce because this is one of the biggest use case or application for SEO. The same business is there, but the same XYZ headphones business, but it is an online business now. Means it is also having a place in the market. So this is the market. And what is this market? And in the same market, there are various other people also, various other e-commerce websites which will sell the same headphones. Means there is a lot of competition, and moreover, the competition is very high. See, the benefit of online is you can be open 24/7. You can be open 24 hours, 7 days a week. And then at the same time, you can reach out to any kind of person, uh, it is very easy for them to look at your menu. It is even easy for you because you don't need to pay rent for the brick and mortar and all that. So that is one benefit. But at the same time, as this is very cheap and advantageous, other businesses don't keep silent, right? They'll also come, and there is a lot of competition getting generated. So now, if in this case, if you are the only store in your particular area, you are the king over there. But the problem is, though you are a king in that area, your audience are very limited. Okay, at least you may get 500 people per month, or 1,000 people per month, and it will be consistent. It cannot grow like from 1,000 to 1 million. It cannot happen. It is very tough. If you are only at this shop in that particular area, it cannot happen. But there is a possibility that it could happen here. But the thing is, there is a lot of competition here. So the first and foremost requirement for you is to stand out of the crowd. To stand out. Now, how do you stand out? So whenever a customer comes in, and you have a medium here also, but it is not air enough. It is something called internet, and in specific, it is a search engine. So in this particular case, what needs to happen is, so whenever this person comes to the search engine, he don't know the names of any of these companies. Okay, even in the start, you don't even know what Amazon is. You got to know through news. You got to know through advertising, online advertising. Most of the times, initially they never ran any TV advertisements. Also nowadays they are running, but previously it is all advertising on the social media and also on the search engines. So now let us consider you are this xyz.com who is going to be the next Amazon, and you're in your initial days. So the first thing that you need to do is to attract this person. For that, the first step, if you look at this, there are a few steps that you need to follow. First of all, you need to create awareness. Okay. So what do you do in order to create awareness? You forcefully, let's say, whenever this guy is searching for headphones, using your SEM to create this awareness, using your SEM or social media marketing, anything, you create, you tell the customer that, okay, XYZ sells headphones. That's it. This is one way of telling it. And using the same technique, you may also tell through SEM and SMM. You have a website, okay? You have a website, but that website is not famous yet because, see, when do you call that a website is really famous? When the traffic is really high, when more number of users are coming to that website, right? Correct? So if the traffic is high, means most of the people are actually preferring to come to your shop. If most of the persons are liking you, then what happens is, so you, let's say, using this, you also generated offers, you're giving 50% off sale or something. You created the awareness, and you created this through SEM and SMM, because as soon as you launch your website will be there on the internet, but search engine has some ranking system. Why search engine needs to give ranking? Because search engine is a middleman here. He's a kind of a broker for you. You need to look at the search engine as a middleman. Okay. If this middleman is not following ranking, what will happen? So whenever I come and search for headphones, I'm showing if this search engine shows a website which is just launched yesterday, but no one has visited, no one has is visiting, no one is liking the website, means what? It is just a simple probability. If no one is liking, probably this person may also not going to like it because the prices are high, or it could be because of any reason. Probably the customer service is bad, probably the website is not loading. There could be a lot of reasons, right? If you go to a shop and in that particular shop they are just closing the door, they are not letting you come in, and if you say that the shop is not clean at all, though there are mobile phones and headphones you are seeing, the shop is not clean, it is very dirty. There is no person, as soon as you enter there is no person approaching you and helping you. In that case what will happen? You don't even go to that shop again, right? Similarly, you need to look at your website like a shop. And if there is a middleman, in order to increase the business or goodwill of this middleman cannot take the risk of showing the websites which are not famous and which are not good and which are not giving good service. He cannot show that. If he is not showing that, then who's getting advantages? User will get advantages because, see, the primary purpose of a person who comes to a search engine is to reduce time. That's it. That is the main parameter. I don't want to spend more time on finding which is the best headphone. If I'm getting a bad result or a bad website, then I'm not going to come to this search engine again. I don't use this search engine again. So then what will happen? The search engine's business will come down. Less number of users will come to the search engine. It will become so that and why is the reason? Okay, you question yourself. What is the reason why you go with Google but not Yahoo? What is the reason why you don't even use Bing most of the times? Because they don't give you good results. That's it. So in order to give good results, there are two things that a search engine needs to do. So a search engine, in this case, I'm talking about Google, need to do two things. Number one, show a most relevant. Guys, I'm not talking about advertisements here. I'm talking about organic results only. Inorganic is done. Okay. So, but there is a link between organic result and inorganic result. We'll talk about that later. So, show most famous websites to people. People means we call them as users. Next, at the same time, you also need to make sure get to know means the search engine should get to know which all are famous websites. Correct? If this is not happening, this cannot happen. Correct? So first of all, for a search engine, their task is to identify what are all the famous websites existing. So their ranking algorithm. So this happens behind the scenes. So their ranking, the way they build the search engine and all, they built it in such a way that the search engine will get to know the famous websites. So how, you may ask me, so how do you define famous? This definition is very important. Define famous. We'll come to that. Okay, let's keep that aside. We'll come to that. That is important, right? On what basis you say that a website is famous? That is very important in SEO. So once you're getting it, you will be able to, the search engine will be able to show the people what they are searching for and what is the most relevant. It is not just showing the famous sites, but also most relevant famous sites for what they are searching for. Correct? So now the thing is, on what basis? Okay, now the big question is, on what basis, on what parameters do you decide that a website is famous? Number one, number of visitors, especially number of unique visitors. Unique means a single person may visit 15 times a day. but you want unique visitors. If 10 people are visiting for 15 times, it cannot be 150 visits. It is 10 unique visits. Normal visits is 150. Okay, hope you got it. Next, not only just number of visitors, the amount of time that they spend on the website. You may ask me why this is a parameter. See, if you went into a shop, if you like the shop, let's say you went to a electronics store, okay, went to Reliance Digital. If you don't like the shop, you just come back within 5 minutes. I am not getting anything here. You'll just come back. Whether you buy or not, that's a different thing. Okay. If you at all you like the shop, if the ambience is good, if the number of products they are showing is good, the way they are showing you, if the crowd is less, though there are many people, you are able to see everything and experience everything. You're getting to know about how the laptops are working. If the information is good, then you stay for a longer time. Means longer time on an average. If people are spending, means it is a good website. So if the number of unique visitors are high, it's a good website. Correct? Number 3, number of clicks on the website. If there are more number of clicks, means what? People are interacting with you. Correct? If a user is coming into your website and if he is doing more number of clicks, then it means what? You're actually giving them good information so that they are interested in what you're offering. That's why they ask you a lot of questions. So this indicates engagement. Your engagement is high. Even in this case, your engagement with the customer is high. Even the same thing. So then what will happen is, based on, so these are just the main parameters. There are various different parameters which we are going to discuss in specific. So these are the main parameters based on which a search engine will understand that a website, can I recommend this website to a person or not? If these are bad, then I don't recommend. If these are good, then I will recommend. This is from a search engine perspective. From a user there are three perspectives here. If you see, which are the three perspectives? Perspective number 1, from a user point of view. Number 2, from a middleman point of view, nothing but a search engine. Number 3, this is from the business point of view. If you are a business, what do you need to do here? What do you need to do? You don't need to convince. Can I say that like this? To make search engine, see, as a search engine is a middleman now. If you make him a good friend, then this middleman can suggest you to his users. That is how it works, right? If there is a broker, a real estate broker, if your building looks really bad, he don't even recommend his customers, or he don't even bring leads to your home, right? So just like that, you need to convince your search engine that, okay, I am a good website, I have good traffic, people are coming to my site a lot of times, so you can actually recommend me to your users. That is what you need to tell your search engine. So there are two things, there are a few things a business need to do. So as a website or a business, if even if I mention website or a business, both are the same. Okay, because your presence is in the form of a website. As a website, if you increase number of users to your site, then what will happen? These three parameters, what are those three parameters? The ones that we discussed, these three. Okay, these three parameters. If these three parameters are good, then you increase the chances to become friend to your search engine, which will increase the chance for ranking. Okay, that is how it is interconnected. So if the ranking is high, what will happen? It is a cyclic process. If you see, users will increase, parameters will increase, search engine it will increase. So the main thing here is, if you are blocking this, if this is not happening, the entire cycle will break. Correct? So let us look at these parameters. Now the discussion is going to be like how to make sure that these three parameters are well maintained on your website. Means what? As a business, you need to, so your task is to, you take your website, optimize it to reach those three goals. Then your ranking will get better. You may ask me, obviously, when ranking will get better, what will happen? If a person is searching for headphones, you are the first person, or at least you could be on the first page, then it will increase the chance of people coming to your shop. Shop is nothing but your website only. If more people come to your shop, then what will happen? More sales will happen. If more sales are happening, more profits. More profits, more money. If you have more money, you can put this money on developing the site, making it even more better, and that is how this whole cycle works. If the optimization is breaking, then this whole chain will break. So it is that important that optimization is very important. Very is the key concept, or it is a main activity that you need to do. Okay. So now you may ask, sir, if I spend money on SEM, I'll be directly there on the top result only, na? Then why should I even put this much of work to get this? See, the thing is, you can't spend on SEM all the time. That will eat your marketing budget because you need to spend a lot of money. Instead of doing that, you spend money on your website. Even if you're doing SEM, you can. It's not like you cannot spend anything on your website. Your website at least should look good, right? So, and moreover, to achieve this process, so this is basically a big process. And if you observe something, it is not like, okay, I made a very good website, people came, okay, I'm getting 5,000 unique visitors per month, and I can relax now. No, it cannot happen. This 5,000 customers, they won't, it's not their task to visit each and every month, right? So if someone buys, let's say 5,000 people visited, let's say this is how it works, right? 5,000 people came to your shop. Out of that, 2,000 people will like your products. Out of that, 1,000 people will buy the product. Okay. Out of that, 700 people will like after buying it. 300 don't even like it what they bought. So these 300 don't even come back to you. These 700 don't come back to you because they already bought. These 3,000, so there is a minus of 3,000 people here. They don't even come back to you because they didn't like your site in the first place, right? So these 5,000 are gone for this month. For this month, these 5,000 are gone. You need to now go and get the other 5,000. Means what? You need to keep a continuous effort in the second month also to maintain these 5,000 people. Means what? Let us say there is a website which is not getting updated. It is having the same information all the time. Do you visit it? I think that will happen most of the times with the government websites, right? Because they don't need to sell anything, right? They just need to show the information. That's it. So few of the websites are like that. They are information sites. But if you want to make your website more famous, and if you want to make more number of people to visit your website, then you need to put continuous effort to maintain the same ranking. If let's say in the next month, instead of 5,000 people, 2,000 people came, then what will happen? Your ranking will come down. So this is the reason why I'm explaining this is your SEO is a continuous process. It is not a one time process that okay, I did this, now I can sleep. It doesn't work that way. You need to continue, just like you maintain your shop, right? If you have a shop, you maintain it. You decorate the interiors properly, you increase the quality of the products, you increase the quality of lights or fans or whatever. If you are having a small shop, you need to do the regular activity. It is not like okay, it is a festival season, I'll clean my shop and the next day comes, I don't even care. It doesn't work that way. So I hope you guys got now an idea on how exactly this whole life cycle of a customer works and the whole life cycle of a business works. So now, search engine optimization, if you want me to define it, search engine optimization is an activity, it is a continuous activity uh, a business should do on a website to attract more unique visitors and to improve the ranking of the website on a search engine. Let us go step by step. Okay. So, how to do that? Now, the question is how to achieve it. That is a big question. So, to know this, first of all, you need to know, as we are talking completely about website, and all, how to build a website. That's the first thing. If I build a website, how do I make it famous? How do I launch it? Where do I buy? What are all various different things that I need to do? And all we will see now. Okay. So Pradeep is asking, we optimize SEO through Google Ads only? No. We will discuss that. There are various different ways. You no need to have Google Ads to optimize your site. Google Ads is only for search engine marketing. For SEO, SEM, see, for SEO, there are two things, right? SEM and SEO. These are totally different. But the goal is the same. Goal is to appear first. That's it. The goal is the same. But these two are two different approaches. You run ads here, you don't run ads here. No need to run ads here in SEO. Okay. And moreover, to increase SEO, sometimes SEM will help as well. How does SEM help? If you run more ads, means what? You're increasing the probability of people coming to your website. More number of people will visit your website. That will increase the three rules or the three requirements. Yeah. Because if more number of people come, it is you're increasing the chance of more people to visit your site, which from which Google will understand that okay, this website is little famous. I can I can show this website to the users. That's how it is linked. And there are various different ways also to do SEO. We will discuss various different ways. That is what we are going to. So before even going to SEO first, we will understand what a website is, because if you don't understand how a website works, there is no point of you learning about search engine optimization. Okay, because you're optimizing your site. If you don't know what a website is, then that's a problem. So let us now look at what a website is and how it looks like, and I'll show you something. Let us say, let us take the same example. I'm searching for headphones, and what is the first organic result that I got? These are organic results, right? It is not an ad. This is not an ad. JBL, this is not an ad. Headphones zone.in, that is not an ad. Okay. Now if you go to, let me do one thing. I'm writing headphones under 500. And I searched. What is the first result that I got? Flipkart. That is the first organic result. It is not Amazon this time. It is Flipkart. Means what? So what does this mean is, for only headphones, Amazon optimized very well that is the reason why it appeared on the in the first place. But if I write under 500, this is a combination of two more keywords, which is under and 500. For that, Flipkart optimized it really well so that we are able to see that. And if you observe the difference, see, I'm opening this link and I'm opening this link also. If you observe the difference here, see, these are two websites, right? The reason why you didn't get Amazon on the first result is they optimized it for headphones below 100 because they optimized it for the keyword below but not under. So sometimes it depends on the user, right? Some people may use below, some people may use under, or some people may use headphones less than 500. Even in that case, Flipkart is getting first, and next you got Amazon again, and you got Shop Clues. So for various different keywords, you are getting various different results. Means the optimization is different. So now let us see if at all this is a website. If you want to see how a website looks in the background, you can actually click on this, right click on in anywhere and click on inspect. Right click anywhere and click on inspect. Can you see this code on the, so it will open something like this. So this is the, so how your websites are built is, you would have learned in your college or in your academics, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, obviously you need to do programming in order to create a website. And also there are few tools and there are few software which will help you to create a website without coding also. We will see that as well. Okay, first of all, what is a website? Can anyone define what a website is? Okay, connecting business and users. Can anyone give me any technical definition of it from a technology perspective? So I'll tell it in a very simple manner. Your website or a web page is a document. It is just like your Microsoft Word document or Notepad or text document. And the document, the only difference is with a normal document and this, if you prepare a normal document on a Word, where is it stored? It is stored on your computer. It stores on your hard drive, right? Even if you have an image, where it stores, let's say you took a picture, that is an image document. It is a Word document or a text document. But if you are keeping the same document on internet, then that document becomes a website. It is just a piece of information, that's it. Okay. Website and web page, what is the difference? Web page, you can also call a web page as a document, as a website also, because if you are only having a single page and if you have a unique address for it, then it is a website itself. So you can just say in a very simple terms, technologically, a website is a document of information which is hosted. Remember this term, hosted, which is hosted on internet. What do you mean by internet? And we'll go into depth of understanding this. And if you observe something, what is this address? We call it as a website address, right? Flipkart, if I write right, flipkart.com. This is an address, right? So in this particular address, okay, you can actually call this address as domain name. A domain name is like a mobile number. It's like your mobile number. Only you can have it. Others can't have it. It is unique. It is only for one business or a one person. Okay. Even if you take Amazon.in, okay, this complete thing is a URL. What is URL? Can anyone define what URL is? What is the abbreviation of URL? URL. Okay, this is the URL. And here, Amazon.in, only this part, the highlighted part, that is the domain name. So before creating any website, you need to have a domain name, first of all. Okay, uniform resource locator. Okay, what is the resource there? That resource is nothing but the document. Locator means it shows a direction to the document where the document is. Means what? This is how it looks like. And how do you access this document? So if you look at a website, I'll show you a block diagram. If this guy is a user, this guy opens a software. What is the software that you use to look at websites? What are those kind of softwares called? What is a software which will help you to look at websites? Web browsers, right? So they use a browser. Nothing, you can also call it as a client and you enter some address, and obviously you should be connected, you should be on the internet, you should have a service provider who is giving you access to the internet, and your internet is very huge, it's not uniform. So somewhere out of these various different websites, there are various different sites, right? This is actually a chaos of information. In all these, you will be having one place where your document is stored. You're just storing this document. And if this address is matching with this document xyz.com, then this data, you can call it as a database. This data will be given to you by something called a server. And if you want to give some information to it, your server will interact with it, right? So browser connects to a server, and this server will connect to a database, and this database will give back information whenever someone is asking for that information. That is how it works. Now the question is, how do I get the name, unique name? And that name is called the name of your website, amazon.in or whatever. That is called a domain name. Okay. And you should have a database, right? Database is nothing but it is like your memory card. You store your documents on your memory card. Similarly, you need to store your website on a storage device. What are the storage devices? Computers. But if you are storing huge amount of information, then those computers are called as servers, or you can also call them as data centers if they are very huge. Where is all your data getting stored? On your Google, you'll be having very huge data centers, right? So you can call it as a data center or a server or a hosting spot. You host it. What is the literal meaning of hosting? If someone comes, they host it in their house or they hosted a party. So means they are giving you some space. That space is measured in terms of memory. Okay, it is not measured in meters or centimeters because it is a memory. You measure it in megabytes, kilobytes, or gigabytes or terabytes, right? So you need to have a domain name first of all, and then you should have a hosting spot. And then once you have these two, then you build the or write the document. And the document, if you put this document in this hosting spot and you give a name to it, then it becomes a website. Now, this document is built using HTML plus CSS plus most of the times JavaScript. These are the languages. These are markup languages. This is a scripting language. This is markup. This is scripting. Anyone worked on JavaScript before? Anyone used JavaScript? So these are the things that you need to learn. Now, the first question is obviously how to get a domain name. And you know what? Whenever you're building your website, whenever you're building your site, you need to take care of SEO. Because as I told you, you need to make your website in such a way that users should come in huge numbers. Users should like you. Correct? Then it will increase the number of people. Likewise, it will increase the chance of visiting your site. So while building a website itself, you need to take care of the optimization. Okay, I will tell you the techniques. So first, let's go step by step. The first task is domain name. So even domain name is very important, and that will play a very key role in your SEO. See, SEO is, guys, it's very simple. The keyword that people are entering and the content that you are writing in your document should match. Did you understand? Let us say I am writing headphones and the keyword headphones is mentioned on my site, on my website. Then it means that it is a match. Google search engine will identify that, okay, this is a good match. So as it is matching, let me show this result to the user. That is how it works. So to get domain name, there are a few ways to do that. You can actually get it in Big Rock. Big Rock is one good website, bigrock.in. You can also go with GoDaddy. Okay, you can find your domain name here. I'm sure you must be seeing ads on even TV about GoDaddy. So a few tips for you before choosing a domain name. Always prefer your domain name to be in English words. Most of the times, I don't say that it is compulsory, but prefer your website name to be in English words. The reason is most of the people, when they try to buy something, they don't directly enter your name, right? So just imagine, or just go to flashback and think what made you enter in Google search engine. What made you to enter directly Amazon? It took a lot of time for you, right? First of all, you need to get to know that there is Amazon. So if people don't know what Amazon is, they don't even enter that name. So as a business, as soon as you started, you don't become famous. You become famous based on what you are selling. So let's say you're a company who is selling headphones. People search with headphones, then they may get to know about you. So how many times you guys are searching for something and you got to know about a company that sells it or that gives information? Most of the times, right? We don't search with the company names. We search with the what we need, and then you land upon what that website is. If you like that website, you keep on coming to it. If you don't like it, you leave it, right? So that is why it is always better to keep your business name, which will qualify what you're selling, and try to choose those names in English, because most of the people, though local languages are now getting used on search engines, it is always preferred to have an English name. So let us say I want to search for headphones99.com. I want this domain. So it is available. You can just buy that. So domain names are not for free. You cannot get domain names for free. There is something called subdomains. You can get them for free. Okay. So I'll show you the difference. And also you may ask me, sir, I'm getting that free. I can go with that. Yeah, you can go with it. You can get a subdomain and you can host your site. But the thing is, if you are a good business, you won't be having your complete business name in your subdomain. It will look something like this. So there is something called Wix. Just search Wix or go to this link. You can actually build a free website here. You can actually do that now. Without any programming language, you can actually build a website. Okay. So this is one part of your assignment. Actually, I'm going to give assignment for you tomorrow as well. So note down somewhere. Building a free website using Wix.com is the first activity that you need to do. Okay. Or you can also use WordPress. Any, you can, whichever you like it. Or just do one thing. Just search for create free website. So whichever tool you like, I want you guys to work on it. It can be Wix.com, it can be website.com, it can be anything. It can be Blogger. There is something called Blogger. Anything. In the previous class, I told you, right? You need to imagine that you have some business, correct? So just imagine that and put a name to your business and create a site. Okay, that is the first task. The reason why I want you to create free websites without using programming is because you will get an idea on how a website looks like, and it will encourage you. So if it is like, okay, I'm having a own website, means you will get some interest on it at least. But the thing is, whenever you create a website on these free websites, you will get a subdomain. It will look like, let us say your business name is headphone99, headphone99.wix.com, but it won't be headphone99.com. That is called a subdomain. But normally you don't prefer to have a subdomain, always prefer to have a main domain. And main domains are not free, you need to buy them. Okay. So all the businesses, whether it is let's say facebook.com is available, it's taken. So once a website is taken, once a web address is already bought, you cannot buy it. But you can actually have a broker who can who may try to get that, but it is not for sure. Let us say I want something like ChennaiTimes.com. Okay, I want to start a news website, but it is taken. If you go to ChennaiTimes.com, it is redirecting to, see, it is going to timesofindia.indiatimes.com. Means Times of India bought that already. Okay, if you want to buy that, you can actually you can actually apply for a broker service. They will talk to them, and if they are okay with it, they can sell it to you. Some people, what they do is they just buy the domains which are with famous words. See, Chennai Times is a famous word, or you can say like Chennai Food Street. I don't know if that is famous or not. ChennaiFoodStreet.com. Okay, this is available. Means if at all you want to start a food street, probably you want to start it after an year, or if you think that someone, there will definitely be a demand for this, right? You can buy it and keep it with you. You don't do anything. So it is just like buying some real estate. You buy a land, you wait for the price to increase. This is one way people make money. But you need to be smart enough. Obviously, even in real estate also, you need to be smart enough to which land to buy. Obviously, you buy something which is going to have a good value after the price should increase, right? So the value should increase. So likewise, you can buy the domains of, always prefer to buy .com. If .com is not available, go with .in. If .in is not available, go with any other option. Okay. Let's say headphones99.com is what I want to buy. Is available, fine. Similarly, I have .shop, .club, .tech. These are actually new extensions which came up recently. So you can go and buy this. So this is about the domain name. Only one tip that I'll give you is always try to keep your business name in English and domain name in English. Okay, even if you keep something in your local language or something related to your family name, that is totally fine. But the thing is, you need to have brand value increase so much that people will directly search with your name, with your business name. That will take a lot of time. Actually, it cannot happen in one day, right? Yeah, .com is for global commercial businesses. Commercial means for profit. There is .org, that is for education institutions, NGOs, and all that, right? So likewise, you have various different types. There is something called directly company also, headphones99.company. So likewise, it's up to you. You can get any of these domain names. Once you get this domain name, the next thing is hosting. Okay. So we'll take a break for 10 minutes and we'll come back and we'll discuss about hosting. I know it is tough to be continuously on the call. So just stretch yourselves, just chill for some time and come back. We'll look at hosting, and then the third thing is we'll look at how to build a document. In this process only, we'll cover a lot of SEO part. Okay. So I'll see you after 10 minutes. That is at 12:10 exactly. Okay, everyone, let us come back. So that is how you can buy a domain, and I'll show you how to host your site with these free website builders that I was talking about. These website builders like Blogger or WordPress, Wix. You don't need to buy anything; they will host everything to you. So you must be wondering, or you must be thinking, ki, where do I store my website? You need to have a storage device, right, to store everything. So, what is this hosting spot? Who will give you? To get these hosting ability, I'll show you a few websites from which you need to buy the hosting because memory is not free. Actually, you can have your own computer and you can host your complete website at your home on your computer. Okay, that is totally a different thing. If we talk about that, we can talk about that for 1 week. So I'll show you a few providers. One is Hostinger. It is very simple. You just need to you can buy the space, and here you can host your website. If you see, there are a lot of plans here. Let me show you the plans. See, it starts at 59 rupees per month and 119 rupees per month and 219. So what is the difference? This is like these are various different packages that you can opt for depending upon your requirement. Okay. So some may need just a single website and a single email. What is email? You have emails which will end with at gmail.com, at the rate gmail.com. So if you buy a domain, let us say you're buying headphone99.com. So you get your email in such a way that like Kumar at headphone99.com, like that. Okay. So actually, I normally use this plan. Even I have my website and I use this plan where you can host up to 100 websites, 100 email accounts, unlimited bandwidth. So I will mention about few things that you need to take care of whenever you want to build your own website and launch it. Bandwidth is nothing but based on bandwidth, your speed of website is dependent upon. Okay. So that brings me to the first topic or the first thing that you need to take care during SEO when you're doing SEO is you can note this point. The bandwidth of the website should be high. Okay, let us write that. See, SEO is they are practices. They are things that you need to learn. There won't be you cannot dedicate just like Google Ads. There won't be a single tool to do everything. Okay, so Google Ads is a comfortable way of okay, I just go to the tool, I do this and that, and I'm done. But SEO doesn't work like that. You need to do a lot of things. So you need to make note of all these things that you need to do to your website. So the first thing is your website should have high bandwidth. You may ask me why high bandwidth. So you remember those 3 points, the three goals that we talked about. Let us say, will you visit a website which is very slow? It is not even loading. It is taking more than 1 minute. Will you? No. Right? So bandwidth decides how fast is the website is. So high bandwidth, high speed of the website. So whenever you're buying a hosting plan, you should always go with high bandwidth websites. Okay, your bandwidth should be high. And also one more thing that you need to remember is that the high bandwidth means you can actually, even if there are 1 lakh people visiting the same website at the same time, website won't be down. Sometimes we observe, right, whenever a lot of people, if you are doing some government applications all at once, normally we have this habit of doing on the last day, right? Scholarship applications or any fees reimbursement applications, these government websites, all of you visit at once on the last day and the website will go down. Means what? Your website is not having enough bandwidth to accommodate every one of you. Okay, yeah, exam results is the best example. Means government is not investing much money on buying more bandwidth, or the websites are not hosted properly. But in a business you can't take that risk, but because see, exam results, it is a requirement of a student. Okay, if even if you don't visit a website, that's up to you, right? You're the person who is at risk. But when it comes to business is at risk if you're not allowing your user to come. Let us say I search for headphones, okay, and your website is the third website that I visited. I clicked on the link and website is not loading. Then what's the point? Or even you're running the ads. Okay, you're running the ad means what? Lot of people will look at you, right? So lot of people are looking at you means there is lot of probability that lot of people will click on your website. Then if you are not having the bandwidth, proper bandwidth, then it will be down. That leaves a wrong impression on your site. They'll think like, array, they don't even know how to maintain a website. How can they sell even the products? So that is the first thing that you need to take care when it comes to SEO. Okay, next. Everything is related most of the time. So yeah, if you see free SSL certificate, what is SSL certificate? First of all, whenever you load a website, there is one icon here. See this lock icon. Okay, so this SSL certificate will provide security to your website. If someone is entering their credit card information or ATM card information or net banking information, that information will be encrypted. Means that information will be highly secured. And most of the times, so sometimes if you visit a few of the websites, let's say, see, okay, it is even secure. Let me go to, I'll show you another site. Can you see this? Not secure. See, your connection is not secure. But for this website, the connection is secure. So, lot many users don't see this, but for SEO, it is always always need to make sure that you have a SSL certificate for your website. For security. The reason why this is important is because let us say there is a customer who made an e-commerce transaction. He entered his card details and some hacker hacked that information and stole the information from his card. Then who will customer will blame? Will will he blame the hacker or will he blame you? You're the reason, right? Your website is not secure. So that leaves a bad impression on your business. That will decrease the value of your business and people really don't prefer to visit your site. That decreases your traffic, that decreases your ranking. So SSL certificate is one thing that you need to take care when hosting. Next, see in these offerings they are giving free SSL certificate, free domain, and then if you see there is one more thing here. This is very important. Whenever you're buying hosting, 24 by 7 by 365 days support means, let us say due to some reasons your website is down, you want some help. Okay, these guys will provide continuous support to you, and there is 99.9% uptime guarantee. Normally the problem is sometimes you see this rise error 404. Yeah, that happens because of the outages, or if the server is down. Okay, so if you are going with a cheaper hosting, normally people do what do they do is they think like, "Arey, cheaper hosting is fine." But the problem with cheaper hosting plans is that sometimes your website will be down and they don't even help you out to fix it. It's just like your cable connection, right? So if you go with a good DTH connection, there won't be downtime. Downtime means what? Not working time. So you need to make sure there is less downtime, and you can get 100 subdomains. So what is this subdomain? So I'll show you the example of a subdomain. Blog.flipkart.com. Let's see if this subdomain is existing. Okay, this is not available. Let's do blog.zomato.com. Zomato is a food delivery thing. You must be knowing it. See, if I typed it, I got a subdomain which is the blog of Zomato. Okay. So likewise, you can get multiple subdomains for your thing, and the benefit of these subdomains is it will look like you can write your name Kumar dot headphone 99.com, where you can upload your profile. So this is called a subdomain. Okay, subdomain for your website. You will get 100 of it. So likewise, you have these offerings. Once you buy this, you will be getting. They will give you the space and ability to host your website, and your website will be available with everyone. Now, I will show you what happens inside later. So let us come to the third part, that is building the website. How to build a site, and how to build a website which is search engine optimized. Okay, so we are going to learn about this. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can type your questions here till now. I'll take next 5 minutes. I'll take questions. If you don't have any, we'll continue. Hostinger takes care of domain too. Yeah. They will give you a free domain. You don't need to buy the domain on GoDaddy. You just need to buy this. It will give you a free domain. See, they mentioned somewhere. They'll give you that free domain totally for free. Actually, one of the domain that I bought, which is unturtle.tech. This is the domain that I bought previously. This is for my website. I bought this on. I didn't buy that on GoDaddy separately. I bought it on Hostinger only. So there are not only just Hostinger, you have other options also. Hostinger is something that I prefer because I personally use it. That's why I recommend it. There is something called HostGator. This is a little costly, but it don't provide proper support. The features are not that good. here, but it is fine. It is better compared to other plans. And even you have GoDaddy hosting also. GoDaddy is also providing hosting, but don't go with GoDaddy. They are like, it is not that good. GoDaddy is only for domain names. I don't personally recommend GoDaddy at all because I bought it 2 years ago and I faced a lot of problems and they didn't give proper support. So that's why I don't prefer that at all. Okay. Now, okay, coming back. Okay, any more doubts? Yeah. So website developers take in consideration of SEO while creating. Exactly. So whenever you're developing a website, you need to consider the SEO practices for sure because SEO is the main thing. That's the main point, right? So of course you will have a website when on of your visiting cards or whenever you market, you give your website name. That is fine, but you also need to appear on search engine, right? If someone is trying to buy something or someone is trying to visit a similar business like you, that is where the whole that is a place where most of the people will come to know about you, correct? So SEO also can save a lot of marketing money. You don't need to spend more money on marketing. See, if you're running an ad, if you spend 10,000 rupees with SEO, you spend at least 20% of it. That's it. So it will save a lot of money for your marketing. Obviously, if you're increasing the traffic, means what? You're increasing the people to come to your site and buy things. So yeah. Okay. So now, if you, yeah, these are about the hosting sites and different from domain and hosting which is used. Uh, okay, can you ask your question? I didn't get your question. Can someone elaborate that question? You can talk if you want. Uh, what's your name? Is it Sweetie? Your name is Sweetie or something? Yes, Anushya. Yeah, yeah. Tell me. Can you elaborate the question, or you can talk also? That's not a problem. Unmute yourself and talk. Different from domain and hosting, which is used. I actually didn't understand your question. Different from domain and hosting. Okay, you can elaborate your question. Meanwhile, I'll answer that. Yeah, please elaborate the question, or you can ask in Tamil. Someone can translate that maybe. Feel free to ask. That's fine. Yeah, feel free to ask. Okay, so now if you see, mm, okay, if that is the question, domain and hosting, which one is the best to do? Actually, you need to do both. It is not optional. You need to, if that is the question, you need to do both. And I think, how is it different? She must be asking like, how is it different? How domain and hosting are different? See, domain is like your mobile number, uh, or you can say like, okay, I'll give you a good example. Domain is like your shop name. Whenever you put a name to your shop, you want it to be different, right? So that is your shop name. And hosting is like the building or the room that you take for rent to keep all the material of your shop inside that. Like every, so if, let's say if you're setting up a grocery store, you need some space, no? You need some space to the shop. That is hosting. Domain name is just the name of it. That is the difference, if at all you're asking the difference. Okay. So coming to the next point, this is about hosting. Now I'm going to show you something. So SEO is basically divided into two parts. Okay, these are about infrastructure. Okay, these are infrastructure means what? The setup. This is about infrastructure. These are the two main things that you need to take care. Next, now we will see SEO is basically divided into two parts. Okay, one is on page SEO, other one is off page SEO. So the name itself represents that on page SEO means the things that you do on the website. On page SEO techniques. There are two techniques you can say. These are on page techniques and off page techniques. These techniques, on page techniques, are basically done on the website. These are done outside the website. Okay. So now let us do the hands on for this, because for SEO it takes a lot of time for the concept. Uh, let me. I'll actually make you to build websites on your own. Okay. So follow the procedure. Or if you're on your mobile phones, just do this procedure later. And tomorrow I'm going, as I told you, I'll be giving you the assignment. One of the assignment will be, I already gave you one assignment, building a website using a free website builder. Now I will show you how to build a website by writing programming. Okay, fine. So I'll teach you little programming also, because without knowing programming, you cannot do SEO at all. But I'll show you in a very simple format. Nothing to worry, even if you don't have any experience with programming, that is totally fine. Okay. So now let's go to, okay, if you're not on laptop, just if you have a laptop access, open the laptop and start doing whatever I'm doing here. Actually, if you look at a website, let's say now let me open Flipkart. Okay. See, there are images, there is a text information, there is a slideshow which moves horizontally. These are all various different components in the website. Correct. Now, how to build those components and how to make sure that your website is properly done, and whatever you, as I told you, whatever you're going to do, that will come under on page SEO techniques. So let us discuss about on page SEO practices. Okay. So coming to this, I will send you a sample website. You know what? You can download free websites from the internet which are already designed. Okay. So I'll show you how to edit already designed ones. There are three different ways you can build a website. Okay. Listen carefully. Number one, using free website builder. Example, Wix. Two, writing code from scratch means from the basics. Scratch means what? From the bottom, from the foundation. Number 3, using free templates. What is a template? What is the literal meaning of template? It's just like a blueprint, right? So this this you can do on your own. Okay, that is your homework. We will look at this one. We'll look at this one and this one. These two we are going to work on. So first of all, let me show you how to do it from the scratch and how to build a free template. Now, do one thing. Those who are having the websites, laptops, do you have any code editor? You have Notepad plus plus, not Notepad, Notepad plus plus. Okay, I'm sending you one link. Okay, download this. So this is the link, notepadplus.org/downloads. You need to go to that link. And click on 7.8.9. Can you see this downloads? Okay, come to this page first. Come to that page. Okay, just click on this 7.8.9. Okay, and then after clicking on 7.8.9, you will see something like this. Yeah. Okay. Now you need to download the installer. You need to install it actually. In order to create a website, you need to have a code editor. Okay. Code editor means where you write the program or the code, whatever it is. So keep this installed. Anyway, we are going to use it during our blockchain workshop also. We are going to use this. Listen carefully. Just click on download. Click on this download button. Did I download this npp.7.8.9? Go to your downloads folder. Can you see this? Okay. Just go to that file. Go to that file. This is how the file looks like. Sorry. Wait. This is how the file looks like. The frog symbol. Right? Okay. Can you see that? Just double click on that. Just double click on it and install it. Normally, however you install a software, just install it. Let me know if you're not able to install it. I'll show you how to. See, it will show something like this. Welcome to Notepad++. Click on next. I agree. Next, install. That's it. Very simple. Next, I agree. Next and install. That's it. And finally, click on finish. It will complete the installation. Okay. Now see, once you installed it, go to start, click on start, and write Notepad++ and open it. Once you open Notepad++, it will look something like this. Are you able to open this? Let me know if you're not able to. You just need to install the Notepad++, and if you go to start and search for Notepad++, just open it. See, I will find that in the start. You will find it only if you install Notepad++ properly. Notepad++ is a code editor where you can write the code. Now you are going to write the code and build a website on your own. Okay. So listen carefully. So your websites are written in HTML. Okay. So HTML code we are going to write now. You learned HTML in your college? Anytime? Is it included in academics? Because some of the uh, curriculums will not include it. Yeah. So you learned it, right? Nice. So let us do this. HTML. Write this code. Well, you start with HTML, right? So we in parallel will create the best practices for. See, our main target here is what? To do the SEO, correct? So I'll show you the examples and also we'll do the SEO. So okay, HTML. Close the HTML tag. Now see, HTML tag is divided into two parts. One is head. We'll end the head tag here. And next you have body, correct? This is the basic structure. I'll send you the code to make it fast. Okay. So this is the basic structure. And now do one thing. You need to save the file. So click on file. There is file on the top left, if you observe here. And click on save as. Okay. Save it on desktop by writing first website or write first dot html. You need to write first dot html when you are giving the file name and click on save. Once you click on save, it should get all these words should get converted into blue color. So let me know if these are not converted. If you want me to repeat the steps, click on file, click on save as, and then give the file name as first dot html, save. Okay. Okay, it should be converted into the blue color. Means what? It is now in the HTML format. Okay, now come back. Where did you save the file? You've saved it on desktop, right? So okay, let me show you. This is how it looks first in a with a Chrome logo. Or if your default browser is Internet Explorer, it will look in Internet Explorer's logo. My default browser is Google Chrome, so it will look like this. Let me know if you are not able to see this. Okay. Now, if you double click on it, if it does just double click on it, it will open a blank page because you didn't write anything, correct? And if you look at the top, the tab name is first.html. Okay, let us change the name of that to headphones website. Okay, so now come back to the code. In the head, write the title. So listen carefully. Whenever you're writing the title, okay, this content is important. Now we are going to talk about the first on page SEO technique. First one is title tag. So your title tag should be consisting of the keywords that are used on your website. So I'll tell you in particular. Let me show you an example. So what I'm going to do is, let us say I'm searching for headphones under 5,000 or 500. If I open this first result, that is Flipkart result, see what is the title of on the top? See what is the title on the top? Best earphones under 500. Correct? Can you see that on the top? That is, so the content that you want to put there should be written inside your title tag, and the keywords should match the keywords that user is searching for should match with the content that you wrote in title tag. That will increase the probability of your ranking. Okay, the first point. So if you take any title tag, let's say I'm just searching for headphones, I got Amazon as the first result. If you look at the title of this, what is it saying? Earphones colon buy headphones online at best prices in India. Means what? What is the keyword here? Headphones. So actually you can now go to, this is how you can use the Google Ads SEM platform. Go to Google Ads platform. Okay, the previously you went now. Or you can also say like keyword planner. I'll give you the link directly. Wait for a while. Now you need to basically what you need to do is all the famous keywords. Let us say my website is the one which sells headphones. That is the main subject, right? That subject name should be in the title tag, and also all the keywords which are famous should be included in the title tag. Okay. So go to this website, just Google this keyword planner. Do this now. And are you seeing this? Google Ads keyword planner. Click on that. Sign in. Sign in with your Google account. And you will come to this keyword planner. We already used it on day one. So now click on discover new keywords. Is everyone here? Please come here. Take 2 minutes. Log in to your Google Ads keyword planner and come here. Now you are not running any ad, okay? You're not running any ad. You're using a free tool given by Google to do the SEO. Because the reason is you're not sure which words you want to keep. Let us say I want to keep headphones under 500. That is my keyword. And select the location as India. I want to target India. Click on get results. Okay. See. This is where the actual game is. Sorted based on popular searches. And what did you identify? Earphones under 500 is popular than headphones under 500. Wireless headphones is what people are looking for. Nowadays, see, no one is preferring to buy a wired earphone. Everyone wants this Bluetooth ones, correct? So that is having high traffic. Bluetooth headphones under 500. So understanding all this, what I will do is I'll go to my website, and in the title tag, I will just use this keyword wireless headphones under 500. Wireless. So what I'm going to write is best wireless headphones under 500. That is my title. If you save it, and if you come to your page, first HTML, see the title is changed now. Do this activity. So what you need to do is go to the keyword planner. Okay, you should go to the keyword planner. Let me know if you are not able to come here. I will help you. Go to this keyword planner and search for whatever the business that you have. I told you, right? You should fix on the kind of business that you're doing. Search with that keyword, get best results for that, and take any. It is not like you should use the same keyword meaninglessly. You need to form a statement which is meaningful. See, even if you see Amazon, they are not using the keyword directly. If you see, if you hover on it, earphones, buy headphones online at best prices in India, Amazon.in. Okay, that will increase their chance of SEO. And also one more thing, you may ask me, sir, how user keyword is related to this? That is a question. Okay, I will explain this and we'll have a break. So listen carefully. Who is middleman here? Your search engine, right? So your search engine needs to, the first basic thing is traffic and all, that is secondary. Okay, traffic and all, that is later. One other important thing that you need to make sure is Google need to understand your website properly. That is very important. If Google don't understand what you are putting in your website, then it won't be able to suggest to the user, right? Because it don't even know about you. How can it tell about you to someone? Correct? So title is the tag that Google looks at for the first time. Every time, even if you open a book, what is the first thing that you do? You read at the title. Just like that, Google search engine will open your website and it will first look at the title. So in the title, if you are having keywords which are the main keywords for your website, then it will understand very well, which increases the probability of you getting suggested to the user. Okay, that is the logic. That's why title tags must be having the keyword. What is the main keyword here? Headphones under 500. Okay. So now what you need to do is create this site and do the keyword search for your own business and pick the keywords. That is a free tool. You don't need to pay anything. That's why I told you SEO is a free task. You just need to put in a lot of work, but you don't need to pay anyone anything. Okay. Any doubts till now? Please do this activity. And even in the afternoon also we will be doing like this. There are various different techniques that we will be following. So we'll look at all this. Yeah. So that is for a single product for Amazon, like e-commerce website. Like e-commerce website, we have lot of products. How does it work for more titles? Yeah. It is not, title is not for a website. It is for a web page. Even if you observe the example that I shown you, see, look at the example here. This example, right? This is not the actual website of Amazon. This is one of the page, and that page is, see, look at the page. What is the page name? It is amazon.in/headphones. That is the page name. For that page, this is the title. If you come to the main page, the title will be different. Every page can have its own title. See, for the main page, what is it saying? It included all the keywords. If you want to look at the keywords, you can do one thing. Right click anywhere, click on inspect. Okay, it will open this. It opened this. Now do Control F, Control plus F. Click anywhere here and do Control F. Then it will find. So find title. Okay, look at this title. Online shopping site in India. Shop online for mobiles, books, watches, shoes, and more. Amazon.in. Look at how many keywords it is having. Each and everything is a keyword here. Online shopping is a keyword. Shop online for mobiles. See, that is the reason why they included mobile, books, watches. These are the main things that people buy. Most priority. They may change it. If Amazon sales are increasing in clothes, okay, like shoes is already there. If it is apparel, like clothing and all that, they'll include that also. If you look at Flipkart, let us see what Flipkart is doing. It is flipkart.com. What is the title for it? See, they must be using a similar title. See, they do all these things here. Okay. Inspect AI title. See, look at the title. Online shopping site for mobiles. They also included mobiles, electronics, furniture, grocery, lifestyle, books, and more. Best offers. Best offers is a keyword. We guys, nothing will happen even if you edit. See, if I edit, it will change only for you. See, I am editing the site here. See, and now if I keep it like this, my title got changed. But even if you visit flipkart.com, it won't change. This changes will be only on my Google Chrome. So to change that, you need to get the code access for Flipkart. Even if you change it, nothing happens here. Yeah, if that is the case, everyone will hack everyone, every other's websites. Yeah, but so that is why title is so important. Your title should consist of the keywords, and I also shown you where to get the keywords by using the Google Keywords Planner. Okay, there is a lot to discuss. There are various different techniques. Even in the second half, also I will be focusing on SEO. So have your lunch, have a break, and come back at 2 o'clock, and we will discuss more. Okay. Organizers, sirs, it is over to you. You can, if you want to talk anything, you can. For every single page to have a title, you're only talking about title. There are a lot of things that you will do. SEO is a very laborious work. Building a website itself is a very big task. You'll understand eventually. That is the reason I told you it is not an activity which will happen overnight. You need to work for years and years to get popular. That is what Amazon did. That is what a lot of websites do. They do a lot of marketing, right? Because of that marketing only you will get to know about them. So that is the thing with e-commerce sites. It is not just with e-commerce, it is with every website. Marketing is important. At the same time, optimization is important. Okay. So that is it. You guys can break for lunch and come back at 2 o'clock. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You're welcome.